Oh, please do follow me on Instagram because we should be friends, but
Oh yeah.
also because I really want you this is such a shameless plug. I really want you to watch some of my videos that I put out on like I do these covers of like musical theater songs and I'm like, please cast me in something. Please cast me in something.
Yes, okay.
Like seriously.
Fabulous.
Yeah, I've been getting back into musical theater for like the last year and
That's
did I ever
awesome.
tell you anything about that? Like,
No.
okay, all right, this is why you're like, What are you talking about, lady?" So I did musical theater all until college, and I was, like, training to do Broadway, honestly,
Mm.
and I had this really awful, like, Me Too experience at the end
Oh,
of high school, and he was in that is in that world, in, like, the musical theater world, and I was just, like, petrified,
nope.
like, I
Yeah.
just couldn't. I'm like, "I'm gonna run into him." Like, I
Yeah.
actually did on an audition once, I'm like, "This is awful."
Oh
So I
no.
went into the music industry for, like, 10 years and did, like, the wrong music for 10 years, and, that's when I was, like, songwriting for other people, so that's
Mm.
what I wanted to mention this in our podcast. When you were talking about writing for other people, I so related to that because
Mhm.
that's what I would do. I'm just like,
Mm.
"Oh, these are, songs that I would never ever sing, but this is great for this person and that person," and so I totally relate. Um, but then last year, like, during the pandemic, I was like I had finally, like, put out an article about my Me Too experience, and I felt a whole bunch of
Mm.
just, like,
Wait.
release,
Yeah.
weight, oh my gosh, so much weight lifted finally, and, the guy, in fact it's funny, I didn't do it to, like, get back at him
Yeah.
because he had actually apologized to me years before, like, went out of his way and
Wow.
was like, "Please, please meet me for coffee," like, years after this happened,
Wow.
and was like, "I am so sorry." In fact, interesting that you have this issue too. He had said to me as a teenager, he's like, "You need to pick one thing and be good at one thing." And it really fucked with me
Yes.
as you know. And I really got that stuck in my head, but
Yep.
I'm like, but I'm a singer, I am a songwriter, I am a writer. Like I've always been all of these things. Like this is not I can't just pick one thing. And again, this is why you don't because you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
One of the things he said to me was, "Oh my gosh, you were so successful. I was so wrong. You were doing it exactly right. You're supposed to be doing all of these things." And it was very very nice of him to say, and I did
Oof.
let go of a lot of that stress of thinking
Oof.
that, but it still
Yeah.
does sink in because it's
Yep.
exhausting to tell people, like, "What do you do?" I'm like, "Oh, let's just not even ask me.
I know. And
Please
and it
don't."
and funny enough, people don't stop. Like they will continue you will continue to get people that are like, you have to pick one thing.